Hello and welcome to Arts 24 with me, Marjorie Hache. I'm delighted to sit down for a chat with Grammy-nominated Nigerian musician and activist who has toured the world and played with some of the biggest bands and at the most prestigious festivals, Femi Kuti.
As we struggle every day, we try to find a better way. See these leaders we're supposed to do.
2025 has been a busy year for Femi. He's been touring his latest album, and this month he's gearing up to celebrate the life and heritage of his late father, Afrobeat legend Fela Kuti, who passed away in 1997. Femi, thank you so much for coming on Arts 24. How are you today?
I'm a bit tired, but I'm fine, thank you. Too early in the morning.
that is the downside of being a musician, coming on midday shows. I had a question because you've just come off a big tour in the US.
Yes.
And the US is an interesting sort of situation at the time in terms of freedom of speech. And you've always been a very vocal and an activist and a musician. Do you feel like the audiences were relating more on a personal level with your music than maybe, say, 15 years ago?
Wow. Well, I would say my audiences have been, I think they really understand what I've been saying all these years. Did it resonate more this time? Wow, I never thought about it.
Your latest album, which is fantastic, is still as joyous and as full of activism and calling out basically governments. A Journey Through Life is excellent. And I was wondering, because nowadays politics are more polarized than ever, and we're constantly fed a lot of information through the internet and social media. Do you think it's more important than ever for musicians to call on people to hold governments accountable?
Everybody always asks that kind of question, but I don't think it's for me to say musicians should do that. I choose to do this because probably it's the way I've been brought up. I don't say a love story that's more important than what I'm singing about. And so probably because my surrounding kind of dictated my future is why I'm the way I am. So I wouldn't say, I wouldn't force any other artist to do what I'm doing. I think we just need to appreciate what anybody else is doing. I choose to do this. And when you choose this route, you have to be ready for the consequences of, you probably won't get the kind of radio play you want. You probably won't get the kind of gigs you want because people might shy away from your political views. So you have to, it's a choice you have to make. I mean, multinationals might not support you because they are pro-government. So these are the kind of downs you might go when you choose this kind of life I have chosen.
And you've known how to make a success out of it, and in some extent.
It depends on what you call success as well. I call success, I'm happy with what I'm doing. It's not always about money. It's not always about fame. It's I have a lot of love around me. I have a great family. I love being on stage, no matter how small, how big. The audience is smiling, I'm jumping. I feel content after the gigs. So it depends on what you call, I mean, somebody else's view of happiness is plenty of money, bling bling, fame. I think I have enough noise in my life than to walk on the streets and everybody's still shouting. I like that. I'm kind of a very quiet person, really. People don't believe this, but because of so much energy on stage. But after that, all I want is just peace and quiet in my life.
Well, personally, I hard relate to what you're saying. How about we check out the video for Politics Don't Expose Them, taken from Femi Kuti's latest album.
I say, see how politics don't expose them. Oh. See how politics don't expose them. Oh. Most politicians, their work not to steal and lie. See how politics don't expose them. Oh. They're not ready to make the people of the country rise.
song you can find on Femi Kuti's album, A Journey Through a Life. Now, you're back in France this month and you're going to be playing Festival des Musiques du Monde at Fort d'Aubervilliers, which is a fantastic venue just outside Paris. And tell us a bit what's going to happen on stage.
My usual band, high energy. I'm going to be playing most of the songs from the new album. Mm-hmm. Of course, I'll take the audience back to some of the old tunes I've done in my life, but it will be more focused on the album. So far, we toured America, 24 gigs in Canada and America, and they went very well. Mm-hmm. So I hope we bring the same energy to Paris. Mm-hmm. And I think if we do, it's going to be fabulous.
No doubt you will. And now October is also an important month for you and in Lagos, but also around the world for Afrobeat fans at large. The celebration of your father's legacy is taking place now. 13th to 19th of October is the key week. What are you most excited about? What's happening, and how has this sort of celebration evolved over the last few decades?
It's getting bigger. It's celebrated all over the world now. Mm-hmm. It's in Japan, it's in America, it's in France, it's in Sweden, Switzerland. It's getting huge. And this year is very special because the French government and some sponsors in Nigeria have labeled they want it bigger. Mm-hmm. So they're taking the Fela, you remember it was exhibition that was here in Paris. Mm-hmm. They're bringing it to Lagos. Mm-hmm. Like 2 months of music. It's going to be a much bigger exhibition. It's going to be lots of films, artists participating, things for children. So it's going to be a very festive kind of atmosphere. And I don't know too much about it because they're keeping it to their chest and they want to surprise the family. Oh. So they just give us just some bits and pieces of what they're doing. We know it's going to be huge. Mm-hmm. We know it's going to be a lot of participants are coming to take place. Of course, I'll be there. My brother will be there. My son will be there. Mm-hmm. My elder sister will be there. The family will be there. And normally celebration runs for a week. Yeah. But this time it's going to be much longer because of the participants going to be involved in it. It's called Afrobeat Rebellion. So it's huge this time in Nigeria. It's
exciting that it's coming back to Nigeria. Now, last time we met, you were telling me about how, because of being Fela's son, when you were young and growing up, you had a lot of people who automatically assumed and told you that you were brilliant and great until your maternal grandmother called you out and was a bit like, look, you need to practice, and you cried and you started practicing 6 hours a day. And I don't know if you've noticed, but in recent years, over the last 5 years, people have been talking about Nepo babies. So the children of famous people who automatically, with more or less talent, get doors open for them in chosen careers. What would your advice be for a child who was in that position with a parent who had great fame and talent?
You can't live under the shadow of your parents except you want to just be a caricature of your parents. And I like my son, people will say he's a Nepo child, but I don't see it that way because he has to work hard. He has to work hard to prove himself. And I see him practicing as much as I practice. He plays all the instruments. So now I think a Nepo child is more of a child who just sits back. Wants the flamboyant life their parents have provided and want to do nothing and just want to live off their parents' fame. I definitely wasn't a Nepo child. Mm-hmm. Doors didn't open because I was Fela's son. I had to work my way here because I was kind of rejected in the beginning. Mm-hmm. So at the beginning, nobody was coming to my concerts. Mm-hmm. I even became famous in France before Nigeria. Mm-hmm. It took me 10 years to be famous in Nigeria. And even with the fame, I still have to work I have 13 albums now. So you don't stop. No. You either want to sit back and relax and just say, oh, Fela is my father and live off his legacy, or you want to create your own legacy after your time on earth.
I think you've managed that perfectly.
I try. Yeah. Thank you.
You've also just been appointed head of UNICEF campaign in Africa. Can you tell us about this new role and position?
I mean, I've been doing it. I've been working with UNICEF for a while. It's just to keep on talking about children's plight because they're the future of tomorrow. I'll give you a quick little story. I had 3 children who were poor growing up with my son. Because I had a lot of money, my son was always higher than them. I took them out of the streets, put them with my son, and they are all doing well. They have even made me grandfather now. And if we don't take care of the children, probably we are losing engineers, we're losing doctors, surgeons. So you think you are arrogant and pompous, but these are the people who are going to be the future of any healthy country tomorrow. And what is happening now is we are depriving ourselves and these children a future because these children are not being given their rightful place educatively
in the world,
in schools.
Well, Femi, thank you for
Thank you.
shedding light on those children and also investing in the future of the countries and the world at large. I have a little funny last question before we go to lighten things up. A few years ago, you broke the world record for the longest saxophone single note that was played. I believe it was 51 minutes and 35 seconds. Are you tempted to try and break that record, or do you know of anyone who wants to break it?
My son will probably try, but it's something I will... after I did it, I just looked, I said, I must have been crazy. But what geared me was, everybody, Kenny G had the record then, and every time I did it for fun, and everybody said, well, so what? Kenny G has a record. So that... And I hate people bringing that kind of challenge to me. So I just walked. And one day I was playing in the show and I went 40 minutes. I said, wow. So I told my elder sister, do you know I nearly broke the record tonight? Now I'm going to try next week. And my sister has a big mouth like my father. So she goes to blab. So all the journalists arrive the first day and that's how the record came about. But it's something... I don't think I'll try again.
No.
I doubt it. I'm 63 now, so I don't think my lungs or my cheeks
can last that long.
I don't think so.
Well, Femi Kuti, thank you so much for coming on Arts 24 and tell us a bit about Felibration. How about we play out with some footage of the exhibition,
Yes, that would be
Afrobeat
great.
Rebellion, which
Thank
you
you.
can catch in Lagos for the next few months, and that's going to be fantastic.
Thank you.
Most 99.9% of the information you get about Africa is wrong.
Shakara,